Toughest badass, apart from Haku.
Haku, besides Haku?
Yeah, because everyone says
Oh,
Haku.
yeah. Who does?
Everybody says
Okay.
Haku.
But you want another one?
Yeah, give us a second place.
Danny Spivey.
Oh, did you see the fight with
No, but I
Adrian?
heard about it. It was in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or one of those places. And I had went home because my wife was sick or something. I had to go home for a few days. I was supposed to actually uh, be on that show, and or maybe I was going to work with Adrian. I don't know, but ended up putting Dan Spivey in there with Adrian, and Adrian went to leg dive him and do all this wrestling shit, and Danny just blocked it and fucking punched him out, and he went for it again. He punched him out again, and then they went back to the dressing room. The match was over. Like I guess he knocked him out in the ring, but he got up, and then they went back. They carried on into the dressing room, and Adrian comes in to Danny. He goes, "Hey, what the fuck you doing out there to me?" And then he went to leg dive Danny, and Danny punched him again, and punched him again, and punched him again. Now his fucking head's like a fucking alien. It's out like this. And so I wasn't there. I showed up in Chicago the next day. I was wrestling, I guess me and Brutus were wrestling somebody. I had been sick, right? So I showed up and I looked, and there was this alien sitting in the dressing room. There's a big fucking round head in the dressing room, and it was Adrian. I didn't even fucking recognize him. I never seen anybody beat up this fucking bad. He looked like an alien or worse. And he showed up because he was in the main event against Hogan, I think. And yeah, and they wouldn't let him go on. And somebody else showed up and wrestled Hogan, but they wouldn't. In fact, I think they sent him home and fired him or something. I don't know.
Jesus. What?
Yeah, they're brutal. I mean, if you can't. After that, Adrian, I think Adrian did leave the WWF, and then he went to Japan and made all that money, and then he flew back, and they always pay cash when you're in Japan, and you got all this money, 20, 30, $40,000 cash, $100 bills, American. And he flew right into New Brunswick or somewhere in Newfoundland, and got in a big van with the two Kelly twins and somebody else and a referee, and they're driving, and he's got all that money on him, and they hit a moose or dodged the moose. Moose got out in the road, so they dodged the moose, and they went down this big ravine in a bunch of rocks and shit right into the river, and everybody went forward, and everybody died on there.
Mm.
The bear man who brought the bear around, the bear wasn't with him, but he died. Dave McKigney, one of the referees survived. And somebody else survived, but Adrian was dead. And they stole all that money from him. The Kelly twins were alive, but I think one of the referees stole the money.
Yeah,
And
I'm
so,
just. Oh, really?
yeah, so it was like 30, 40 grand. Adrian's dead. He just took the money,
Um,
and then he went back to the hotel or whatever. And then the wife lived out in Bakersfield, and she called Canadian authorities and said that he had $40,000 cash on him. And so they tracked it down, and they arrested the guy, probably let him go because he's a fucking Canadian, but
I'm
she
looking.
got her money back.